Jeff, do us a favor. Tell us what we're doing today.
Okay, today we're building a 3-bin compost system. We will have 3 bins. We can add to 1 bin and move over the progress of the compost.
What is it going to take to do this project today? What we got working on here?
We've got a bunch of cedar boards that we will use. Cedar's very rot resistant, so we will use that instead of green tree. Nowadays green tree's pretty safe with copper-based preservatives, but we're just going that extra step to be extra safe with the cedar. So we've got some 8-foot 2x4s that I've cross-cut in half here. Those will be for the upright.
Yep.
I've got some 6-foot cedar pickets.
Yep.
I've ripped half of the, or cross-cut half of those. So far, I've got to do those other ones yet. Those will be the sides and the dividers between the bins, and also in the front where we've put the slats down as we build up the compost in the compost bins. I've got some others trimmed up here. Those will be in the front to help hold in the slats as we fill those in. And typically I would have went with some 1x6s for the back. These are 10-footers. We'll cut a few inches off after we get the thing built. And these were deck boards, so they're a little sturdier, and they were a little cheaper, and they were in the lot. So I went with those instead of going back into the building materials store and getting the 10-footers they had in there, the 1x6s. So that's what we're going with today. These are some other 2x4s. I ripped one of those, or a couple of those in half. So then these would be the uprights in the back. I took one of those and screwed it to the back here, and that will be the upright in the back. We put the pickets across there, and that will be the back corner, and this will be the other back corner.
Cool beans. Ready to get going?
You bet.
So Jeff, what have we gotten done so far? What are we looking at here?
So far we've built the panels, the 2 exterior and the 2 middle panels.
Okay.
And now we're attaching the middle panels to the back slats that we just put in as well.
Looks like you're choosing to assemble this outside of the garden, then put it all in as one unit?
Yep, the place where we're putting this is a pretty level spot, and it's easily accessible, and these are fairly sturdy structures once we get them put together. So we can go ahead and assemble these and carry them over the low fence here and get them installed that way. If it was a trickier slope, maybe some more digging and outer angles, we would probably go ahead and install the dividers and then put the slats in the back at the end.
Looks like these are all set on 2x4 bases here. Do we need to put in any kind of quickcrete or anything into the holes, or?
No, these are going to go down about 1 foot into the ground. We're not concerned about if this was a fence, if it was falling over. It's not a linear structure, it's a box shape, so we'll be pretty good. What's going into the ground is mostly to hold it stable while you're shoveling. And if you want to change your mind about what you want to put in the spot where the compost bin was, they should be easily removable that way. If we quickcrete them in, they'd be pretty permanent.
Good deal. Next step, installation. Forward it a little bit here. We're back in the spring 2014. I want to take a look at how the progress of our compost. What are you seeing?
Okay, well, there's still a lot of material, leaves and stuff that's fairly fresh and uncomposted, but we'll get down into the bottom of it, and there should be hopefully enough sun collection here with the north fence reflecting some of the sun back, and there might have been some activity over the winter. The pile's a little short. Usually 3x3 pile will get good and hot in the middle and keep composting even through some of the colder days of winter. But we'll just take a look. We'll get into it and take a look. I'll take some of the more finished compost, we'll move it to that middle bin, and if there's any bigger chunks and stuff, we'll put it back in the first bin to keep going a little bit. So you can see here, we are getting some good breakdown. Different materials are actually turning into some good compost. We've got some, it's like maybe some coffee grounds, but also some banana peels and some fruit rinds. That we're getting good dirt here, even over just a couple months in the compost bin over the winter. So we'll get this a little deeper, and in the summer this will be cooking pretty hot, and if you turn it every couple days, you'll have compost in 4 to 6 weeks in a perfect situation.